Chat, chat, you're not lazy. You just distracted, plain and simple. See, a lot of times, we think that the reason we ain't where we want to be is because we lazy. We think the reason we ain't where we want to be is because we steady procrastinating and not doing the things we need to do. And that is one part of it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that's not one part of it. That's for surely one part of it. But a lot of times, most times, the reason you ain't doing the shit you need to do is not because you lazy, it's because you're distracted. See, the exact thing that I'm recording this video off of is a lot of you guys' distractions. A lot of you guys, y'all might motherfucking have a whole schedule to do things, and instead of doing it, you get distracted once you pick up that phone, or you get a notification on your phone, or somebody call you, and next thing you know, you done forgot that you was supposed to do what you set out to do. You had a whole schedule planned, and you done forgot to do it now because you done got distracted. And like I said, a lot of people might think they lazy. A lot of people might think that they is procrastinating or something like that. But whole time, it's really you're distracted. It's really your distractions. It's really the things that you decide to let give you dopamine and distract your time. Because time goes like this. Every motherfucking second is not waiting on you. It's not waiting on you. See, it don't care if you got distracted. It don't care if you scrolled on that TikTok for 3 hours and then jumped up and said, oh shit, I was supposed to do. It don't care. That was what you was supposed to do. You got distracted. It don't give a fuck. Time didn't give a fuck about you getting distracted. It didn't say I'm gonna slow down and stop and wait because he's getting distracted. Let me slow down and wait for him. Time doesn't do that, buddy. And once you realize that no one does that, the world doesn't do that, time doesn't do that, your job don't do that. Once you realize that there's nothing in the world that does that for you, you get to understanding that the distractions is what's holding you back. You get to understanding that you need to be more systematic. You need to be more disciplined. You need to be more disciplined. See, when you're distracted, it's probably because you lack discipline in that area. So let's say you distracted on your phone because you just got done scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours. Well, it's probably because you lack discipline with your phone. When that phone in your hand, you lose all your screws up here. You don't even know how to be a normal human up here no more. All your screws is lost. Loose screws, they get to falling out your back pocket and shit. And next thing you know, you trying to figure out how you gonna get that dopamine attention off your phone. See, if you really want to get to that next level, if you really want to get to that upper echelon, it ain't gonna happen by you being distracted. Rather, the distractions is coming from your phone. You might be distracted because you like to play games. If you ain't found the way to motherfucking record them games so you can motherfucking post them bitches on YouTube and get paid to play them games, then you need to figure out how you can hold that gaming distraction till the end once you're done with all your tasks. Once you did everything you need to do, then go ahead, go get distracted by that game. Don't get distracted by that game immediately and then think you gonna do all your tasks after your distractions. No, because guess what? Once you're distracted, most times you probably distracted because it was a dopamine, a fun. It gave you something that motherfucking seems better than when you doing the stuff you supposed to do. Does that make sense? When you motherfucking distracted, you feel like you having fun, you feel like you in this motherfucking dopamine matrix, this dopamine tank, this dopamine tank. So now you feel like you motherfucking having the time of your life. So then when it's time for you to do the things you need to do, you don't want to do them no more, because now your distractions have put your baseline of dopamine up here, and the stuff you need to do, probably baseline dopamine, is down here. So you gotta get disciplined on less distractions. You gotta get disciplined on less distractions, plain and simple. The easier you can get disciplined on less distractions, the easier you will get to that next level. A lot of us think that it's so hard to get to that next level. A lot of us think that it's it takes a whole motherfucking, I don't know. Y'all make it harder than you need to make it. Stop making it hard on yourself. Because for you to get to that next level, you just got to stop doing the things you constantly doing that's keeping you on the same level. I keep telling y'all, once y'all change the things you doing, you will get to that next level, but you're making it harder than it need to be. Stop making it harder than it need to be. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. The same habits you doing right now, you can change those habits and be in a different position. The habits you doing right now has got you to this position. So what you think changing them habits gonna do? You think it's gonna put you in a worse position? Must mean that you motherfucking finna be doing worse habits. That's the only way it's gonna put you in a worse position. You must finna do some worse habits. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Y'all make it harder than it need to be, man. Y'all make it way harder than it need to be. And in this day and age, we do gotta chase the hard stuff. But in this day and age, while we chasing the hard stuff, let's not make our lives a living hell while we're chasing the hard. Come on, don't you want to make this gracefully? Don't you want to make this shit look graceful for you? You steady making it harder than what it needs to be. It's already gonna be hard. Why do you want to make it harder than what it needs to be? I probably should have stayed in the other lane, but yeah, y'all, as y'all probably can tell, I am driving while we knocking out these vids like we supposed to do. We supposed to be knocking out these vids, grinder. But yeah, motherfucking making life harder than it need to be should never be your goal. You should be trying to figure out how you can make it as what is it? Mellow. As mellow as possible. Because life gonna be hard. Getting to that next level gonna be hard. Staying broke gonna be hard. Getting money gonna be hard. So you really gotta figure out what's the hard you willing to do. And how can you make that hard not over the extreme? Because we don't want to make our hard over the extremely hard. We don't need that. But if you chasing hard all the time, if you continue to chase hard, soon your hard base level will be different. So now your hard won't be hard. Or what you thought was hard won't be hard. Like if we related to a gym. Hopefully y'all out there grinding on your gym grind. If we related to a gym, then it would be like, you know, probably when you first get into the gym, let's use me for example. You first get into the gym, you try to bench 250. Can't do it. So now you gotta go down and work your way up. So then once you go down, that going down probably was hard too. You probably like, yeah, this shit still heavy. But you do it. It ain't as heavy as the first set you tried, so now you able to what you may call it, lift that bitch up multiple times, because it ain't as heavy as the 250. And you probably feel defeated. You like, dang, I had to motherfucking go down and wait. That's how I feel. Like, dang, I gotta go down and wait. I'm coming for this number, and I'ma succeed. I'ma do it. I'ma take care of it. So then you motherfucking, that day you had to go down just so you can motherfucking lift the bar, lift that motherfucker. Then the next day you get in here and you like, all right, I couldn't do this the other day. Let me motherfucking add some weight, see how close I can get so I can do that one. So then you add some weight, boop, 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 boop. Now, what might have been hard when you first got there probably ain't gonna be hard now. So now you add the weight and you like, oh, this weight, this kind of light. It's kind of light, let me see if I can do the one that was hard for me. So then you get to trying to do the one that you motherfucking thought was hard in the beginning, and you get to busting that bitch out. Deuce, 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 deuce. And that's how life is, man. See, once you build, you might gotta go back. You might gotta figure out a couple steps. You might gotta go back and see the steps that you missed. That might be what you gotta do. You might gotta go back, go down and wait. Make sure you can motherfucking and work your way up to that higher weight. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. That's what everybody had to do once they got in the motherfucking grind. It's no different, guys. It's no different. The same way you grind it up in weight, you supposed to grind up in life. But you ain't gonna skip the steps. You ain't gonna start at motherfucking 350. Oh yeah, I'm lifting 350. You ain't gonna start at 350 if you ain't lifting motherfucking 50. That ain't how it's gonna work. You ain't gonna skip the 350. You ain't never lift 50. That's how this life shit work, man. Same way for your grind. You gotta grind hard. You gotta chase the hard, because the hard gonna be easier for you the next go around. Plain and simple. Hard gonna be too easy for you. Plain and simple. No cap. If you're serious about changing life, I go much deeper into these steps that I personally use inside my ebook. The blueprint is waiting on you. The link is down below. Start now. Don't make excuses.